Okay. Uh, you all better know computer networks similarly work as a human being. As we all know, suppose Sharif has its own address, okay? Hamid has own address and Zayed has own address. Okay. Similarly, the computers communicate with each other through addressing. Okay. There are two types of addressing. In our previous class, we had already studied the physical addressing like a MAC addressing. But in today class, we will discuss the logical addressing. Okay. Mean logically they are generated, okay, for any specific network. Okay. They are not physically existed. Okay. They are logically generated by any network, okay, to communicate to or more devices. Okay. Mean IP addressing are a network, logical network addressing. Okay. As you all know, there are two types of IP addressing. One is IP version 4, and the second one is IP version 6. Okay. Why IP version 4? If the IP version 4 are existed, and then why they introduce they introduce the IP version 6. The main reason behind the introduction of IP version 6 is that because day by day the systems are increasing. Okay. Like suppose in 90s, there are only computer, I mean PC or other devices in the form of computer, I mean computer devices were using the internet or network technology. But now nowadays we all better know, suppose Sharif has a cellular phone in his pocket. Okay. He has tablets, and he has laptop, and he has desktop computer. Mean only Sharif has at least four devices in his home or in his office. Okay. This is the same scenario for all the user who are using any network, or they are using, I mean, internet services. Okay. Or IP telephony. For that they use a specific addressing. Okay. Suppose if Sharif has four devices. Okay. These four devices has different IP addressing, and we all better know there are more than 7 billion people living throughout the world, and majority of them are using their electronics devices, or they are connected to in some form of any network. That's why the IP, the scientists or the software engineers or the network experts introduce the IP version 6, because day by day the systems are increasing, and one day will come that the IP version 4 will be not enough, for them to communicate. Okay. That's why they introduced the IP version 6 in 2012. Okay. 6 June 2012 they introduced the IP version 6. uh, Suppose in IP version 6. Okay. We IP version sorry IP version 4 is 32 bit long. Okay. While IP version 6 is 128 bit long. Mean a huge amount. Okay. It's mean the 32 mean 2 raised to power 32, while IP version 6 mean 2 raised to power 128. Clear? Okay, next, what is IP addressing? Okay, IP addressing, as I already said, that IP addressings are logical addressing which are generated to communicate any two devices. Beside the physical addressing, we need also the logical addressing in the form of IP addressing. Okay, the IP version 4 are 32 bits long. Okay, these bits are in the form of zeros and ones. Okay, through these IP addressing, we can identify a specific network. Suppose some maybe some network has the IP addressing in the form of uh, 192.168.2.4. Okay, it is the IP addressing. Okay, suppose any devices in this world may be using this IP addressing in the recent time. Okay, the IP addressing is the IP version 4 is 32 bit long. Mean 32 bit mean 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8. Okay, 8 and similar like mean IP version 6 is 32 bit long. Okay, and each device has a unique IP address. Okay, in a certain time. Okay, and it will uniquely identify that device to communicate in a particular network at a given time. Okay, we can numerically we can express the IP addressing. Okay, for our understanding, we use the IP addressing in the form of 192.168.1.1. But in computer, okay, computer did not know 1 9 and 2. Okay, uh, to understand the computer, the IP addressing works in the form of binary. Okay, zeros and ones. These zeros and one combined together to form a complete address. Okay, similar like that. Okay, 0 1 0 0 mean if we uh, see that, suppose, okay, it is 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8. It's mean it is one octet. Okay, 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8. Okay, it is second octet. Okay, 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8. It is third octet. Okay, it is fourth octet. Mean IP addressing IP version 4 are 32 bit long. Okay, 4 8 is a 32. Okay, in IP version 4, there are 32 binary bits in the form of 1 or zeros. These combination of IP addressing join together to form a complete address for any network. Okay, where we can use the IP addressing. Okay, IP addressing are used to connect to one computer to another computer. Okay, to make a network. It may be one to one or one to many computer. Okay, through IP addressing, when we establish a network, okay, then we can transfer our files, our data, our emails. Okay, through this address. Suppose if anyone wants to send its letter, okay, to his friend house, okay, he will write his own address. Okay, and his friend home address. Okay, after that they will put has letter in the letter box, and the courier guy will carry that letter on a specific distance. Similarly, in computer network follow the similar process which we use in our daily life. Okay, what is internet protocol? Like similarly ip. Okay, protocol used to communicate any two devices for transferring any data. Okay, ip addressing are used in packet switching. Okay, as we all know, we have two types of switching. One is circuit switching and other is packet switching. Okay, in circuit switch a dedicated connection will be generated between source and destination, while in packet switching mean the connection will be not reserved for a specific guy. Okay, suppose in recent time, and if we study the packet switch. Okay, the packet switch will be not reserved for any specific guy. Okay, I mean all human beings and all the live user can use that switch. Okay, I mean, in packet switching, they did not provide you a dedicated path. Okay, similar like that. Uh, Suppose two users, user A and user B. Okay, in user in circuit switching, user A has a dedicated connection to user B. Okay, at till a given time, mean for a specific time or their interest time. Okay, the in circuit switching, this connection will be reserved for that duration. Okay, no other one can use that connection. Due to this, okay, in circuit switching, the resources are highly wasted. Okay, to compensate this wasting. Okay, the scientists introduce a packet switching. In packet switching, okay, your data is divided into different packets. Okay, these packets are transferred through different ways. Suppose if a want if a wants to transmit his data to b. Okay, and there is c, and suppose there is d. Okay, uh, a has a connection with C. C has connection with D, and D has connection to B. Okay, this is B. Suppose this is D, this is C, and this is A. Okay, if A want to transmit has data towards B. Okay, there is no dedicated link between them. Okay, uh, during this scenario, suppose C also wants to transmit has data. Okay, in this scenario, the packets generated at A will be transmitted towards B through different path. Okay, it's maybe one path, maybe two path, maybe three. Okay, these protocol travel through different path and reached as a destination by following different path. That's why the resources will not be wasted. Suppose in circuit switching, if A will talk, okay, and B is silent during that position. Okay, the resources from B to A. Okay, I mean uplink is wasting. Okay, while in packet switching, suppose if the uplink is free, then this uplink will be used by another entity or another network device. This is the main advantage of packet switching over circuit switching. Okay, uh, what services are provided by IP? Okay, addressing. Okay, the internet protocol provide us addressing. Okay, and also fragmentation. mean they divide your package, okay, into different fragments, mean they form a different frame, okay, of your that packet. uh, there are two portion of any IP addressing. Okay, suppose you all better know, and especially our networking guys, better know we have different classes of IP addressing: A, B, C, D, and E. Okay, these all are different classes of IP addressing, and each class has different parts. Okay, suppose we has, as we studied in our previous slides, okay, that IP version 4 has 4 octet. Okay, one first octet, second octet, third octet, and fourth octet. These 4 octet are divided into different parts in IP addressing, which may be a network part, okay, or which may be a host part, okay. Mean these on the basis of these octet, we form a different classes of IP addressing, which may be or which may be B, which may be C, or which may be D, and also E. Okay, in 5 IP classes of IP addressing. Okay. Uh, where will we use the network addressing, and where we'll use the host addressing? Okay, network part of IP addressing will be used for any specific network. Mean it's specify the network of any organization, suppose like Google. Okay, Google has its own network. Okay, the IP address which is reserved, or which is using by Google. Okay, they have its own IP address. Okay, and that IP address has a network part and also a host part. Okay, as we already discussed the structure of IP addressing, that IP addressing consists of 4 sections. Okay, each section has 8 bits, mean I mean octet. Okay, I mean IP version 4 has 4 octet. Okay, and each section range from 0 to 255. Okay, 0 to 255 mean 2 raised to power 8. Oh, sorry, Zayed. I think Zayed one. Okay, okay. I will put this on in front of me. Okay. Uh, as we already discussed that the IP addressing, okay, I mean the IP addressing has 4 octet. Okay, each octet is 8 bit long. Okay, okay, each octet is first octet, second octet, third octet, and fourth octet. Okay, each octet has range from 0 to 255, mean 2 raised to power 8. If you multiply these, we'll use with mean 2 multiplied by 2 multiplied by 2 up to 8. Okay, this will be 255, 256, or 255. Okay, if we start from 0, okay, and then the range will be 255. Okay, mean IP addressing has 4 section, mean 4 octet. Okay, each octet has 8 bit long. Okay, and each octet has a range from 0 to 255. Okay, and this is the IP addressing written in a specific form. Suppose like we have 192.168.1.1. Suppose. Okay, it is the IP addressing written in the form, but computer did not understand 192.168.1.1. Okay, uh, how can we write 192? Okay, we can write 192 in the form of 1 1 0 0 0 0 0 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 and 8. Okay, if we calculate these values, okay, we can calculate these value. I will remove this one. Okay, we can calculate these values in the form of binary. Okay, suppose it is 1 0 0 0 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 and 8. Okay, mean this 0, we has at 0 position we has 0 2 to power 0, then we has 2 to power 1, then we has 2 to power 2, then we has 2 to power 3, then we has 2 to power 4, then we has 2 to power 5, then we has 2 to power 6, then we has 2 to power 7, then we has 2 to power 8. Okay, we has first bit. Okay, mean 0. Okay, multiplied. Okay, then 8. Okay, is also 0. Okay, mean multiplied. Okay, then this 0 multiplied with that this one. Okay, then we multiplied this value with this 0. Okay, okay, then 4 and 1 2 3 4 and 5, then we will and then add this values, all values will be added, then the fifth one. Okay, with fifth one and the sixth one, sorry, and the sixth one with 0. As what is 2 raised to power 0 mean 1. Okay, 2 multiplied by 1 is equal to 2. Okay, 2 to power 2 mean 2 multiplied by 2 4. Okay, 2 to power 3 mean 2 multiplied by 2 multiplied by 2 multiplied by 2 mean 8. Okay, 1 2 4 8, 2 multiplied by 2 by 4, 4 multiplied by 2 by 8, 8 multiplied by 2 by 16. Okay, similar in fifth it is 32, while in sixth it is 64, while in seven it is 128, while in 8 it is 256. Okay, as these we have 4 bits. Okay, these all are zeros. Okay, when these all multiplied with this values, okay, their value will become 0 because these all bits are 0. Okay, the remaining 2 bits 7 and 8. Okay, at 7. Okay, uh 7 mean we has 64. Okay, while at this bit we has 28. Okay, 28 multiplied by, sorry, plus 64, it become 192. Okay, mean the computer understand this 192 in the form of 0 0 0 0 0 0 1 1. Okay, similarly 168, you can write this 168, you can write this 168 in your binary form. Okay, I will remove it, then we will move forward. Today, inshallah, we will study IP version 4 deeply. Okay, this IP structure. Okay, as I already discussed that we has five classes of IP addressing. Okay, these classes are in the form of A, class B, class C, and class D, and class E. Okay, uh, class E are reserved for government. I mean it in class A, we has a network. Mean we have only one octet for a network. Okay, uh, suppose if we have four octet. Okay, okay, this first octet, okay, will be used for network. Okay, and other three octet will be used for host. Okay, only first octet will be used for network addressing, network part of addressing, while other three octet will be used for head host addressing. Okay, while in class B, suppose if we have four octet. Okay, two are used for network part, and two are used for host part. This is class B addressing. Okay, while in class C addressing, we use three octet for network, for smaller networks. Okay, and one octet will be used for host addressing. Okay, this octet will be used for host addressing. In this case, you mean uh, you has 2 to power 24 will use. Okay, ranges mean you put your calculator. Okay, and to multiply these two up to 24 times, then you will obtain your range. That class A addressing has how many host addressing, mean how many devices. Host mean how many devices you can communicate in a specific network. Okay, while in class B addressing, okay, you have only 16 host, 2 raised to power 16. Okay, mean you has the range of IP addressing in this range. Okay, while in C you has 2 raised to power 8, mean you has only 225 host. Okay, in that specific network. Okay, as you said that it used for huge networks. Okay, class B for a medium network, while class C for a small companies. Okay, suppose any organization. Okay, which has a user up to uh, 254 user. If any organization has 254 users or less than 254 users, okay, mean 100 user, 80 user, 120 user, 200 user, in that case you can use the class C addressing. Suppose if the number of hosts increasing, then 254. Okay, mean you has 300. Okay, mean has you have 300 components, or 300 nodes. Okay, in that case you will use the class B addressing. Okay, what is the D class of IP addressing? D class are used for multicasting, mean for your routing. Okay, while class E are reserved for your future research. Okay, I mean it's reserved for research work. Okay, I will remove it, then we will move forward. Okay, okay, okay. These are IP addressing. Okay, classes of IP addressing. Okay, the first class, okay, class A range from 1.0.0.0 to 126. Okay, while class B addressing are it's mean its range from 128 to 192. Okay, while in class C addressing, okay, the range of IP addressing are from 192 to 223. Okay, this is class 3 class C addressing. Okay, class A addressing supports 16 million hosts. Okay, on each of 127 networks. Okay, mean you has in class A. Okay, you has 127 networks. How you have 127 networks? Okay, uh, suppose its range is from 1 to 126, mean 127 networks. Okay, these 127 networks support, mean you can, if you use IP mean class A addressing. Okay, in class A addressing you will have only 127 networks. Okay, mean you can generate 127 different networks. Okay, under the umbrella of these 127 networks you can communicate 16 million hosts with one another. Mean you have once 27 networks. Okay, under the umbrella of these 127 networks you have 16 million hosts. Okay, while in class B addressing. Okay, in class B addressing you have 16,000 networks. Okay, mean you have 16,000 networks and it will support 65,000 hosts. Mean if you want to increase, okay, your networks. Okay, in that case, okay, you will use the class B class B IP addressing. Okay, and the number of hosts will be reduces from 16 millions to 65,000, while the number of networks will be increasing. Okay, while in class C network, you can communicate only 254 hosts with one another. Okay, while the number of networks will be increases from 16,000 to 2 million networks. That depend on your choice. Whatever, if you want to increase the number of networks. Okay, in that case you will use the class C IP addressing. Okay, if you need less number of networks and huge number of hosts, that in that case you will use the class A IP addressing. Okay, while after 224 to 239, okay, it is used for multicasting. Okay, I mean for your routing. Okay, and switching. Okay, while in class E IP addressing, okay, its range is from 242 to 54. Okay, it is reserved for research purposes. Okay, mean through it you can uh, uh, through mean it will be used for your research purpose. If you note, there is only one address is exempted from these all classes. That address is, anyone from your side can explain that address which we not studied in these five classes. What is that address? Anyone?
Please, about 254 for hosts, from which it is coming, the calculation. And
Uh,
this calculation,
254. You are saying about 254, yeah?
Yeah, at least for class C. Okay, we'll talk as a sample for class.
You are asking about Kilasia, okay?
Yes, yes.
Yeah. Suppose in that case, as I said that in Kilasia, okay, you will use 3 octet for your networks, okay? 3 octet for your network, while the remaining 4 octet is reserved for your hosts, okay? Okay. This mean 2 raised to power 8. Okay, 2 raised to power 8. If you multiply these value, 2 multiplied by 2 multiplied by 2 mean 2 multiplied by 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 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Multiply these two values. Okay. Two ones are 2, two twos are 4. Okay. Multiply these value. It will become 2. If you start from 0, okay, it will become 255. Okay. If we start from 1, okay, it will become 256. Okay. No, the 2 bits will be uh, exempted from these 256. Okay. One is your broadcast address. Okay. And one is your host address. Mean 2 bits will be removed from these 256. Okay. The remaining 254 can be used for your network. Clear?
Yes, clear, clear. Yes.
Okay. Okay. Thank you. Okay, and one bit, as I have already asked a question from your side, uh, that the one address which will not be used for to communicate any two networks, okay, or any two devices, that is
I
127.
think 127. Yes. This
Yeah,
is the loopback interface.
yeah, great, great. It is loopback IP addressing. Okay, it is
Yeah.
used for similarly.
Testing is this one. This testing for NIC is a card itself, I think.
Great, great,
Metric.
great. Yeah, it is used for testing. Okay, okay. These 127 IP address, maybe they will ask this question in your HIP exam. Okay, this is loop back IP addressing. Okay, it is reserved. Okay, for testing. Suppose like you use ping. Okay, it is the as we have already discussed that points in the beginning of our class. Okay, in class A addressing, uh, we have only one network, while other 3 octets are reserved for your host. Mean as we if we I mean that in class A we has only 127 networks. Okay, 127 networks mean you has only one octet. Okay, uh, while in uh, while in class B, okay, we has we has no, we have 16,000 networks and 65,000 hosts. Okay, okay, okay. While in class B, 2 octets are used for network addressing, okay, while 2 octets are used for your host addressing, okay. While in that case, if you need more network and less host, okay, less number of hosts, in that case, you will use the class C IP addressing, okay. Class A IP addressing range from 0 to 120 7 mean 126 one, I think there is an error. Okay, one. Yes,
Engineer Hamid,
yes, yes.
could you please add Abu Ahmad? He tried to join the meeting now.
Ab- Abu Ahmad. Oh, okay. Let me allow them. Okay. No, no, he can join this class. Okay, he is here with us. Okay. While in class B, mean class B IP addressing range from 128 to 191. Okay, in that case, we have 16 number of bits for networks, while in class A we has 8 number of bits for networks. Okay, in that case, in class A, we has 126 networks. Okay, as we said that one network is reserved for testing purposes like loopback IP addressing. While in class B, IP addressing we have 16,384 networks. Okay, and we have 65,536 hosts, while for class A we have 16 million. Okay, we have 16 million networks. Okay, while in class C we have only 254 hosts. Okay, and almost 2 million network with us. Okay, in that case we has the network octet mean 24 bits are reserved for networking class in its range from 192 to 223, while class D is used for multicasting. Okay, there is no network bits and there are no host bits. It is used for multicasting purpose. Okay. uh, I will draw it here. Okay, suppose class A IP addressing in the form of 10.1.4.1. Okay, this one in class A, this is network, while these are host bits. As you know, the class A range from 1 to 126. Okay, just see that. Okay, it is 10, mean 10 lies between 1 to 126. Okay, that's we will judge from the first octet. Okay, if it become 20, it is also class A. Okay, if it is 50, okay, it is also class A. Up to 125, it is also. If it become 128, okay, it's mean it is class B IP addressing. Okay, you will judge IP addressing from the first octet. Okay, while class B IP addressing are in the form of 132.4.4.1, suppose. Okay, in this case we will observe. Okay, that 132, sorry, 132 lies between 128 to 191. Okay, 132 lies between 128 to 191. Okay, then we can say that this is class B addressing, mean it is network part, okay, while this is host part. Okay, suppose if it become 172.3.4.1, okay, it is also class B IP addressing because 172 lies between 128 to 191. Okay, similar is the case. Then we will study. Okay, here's eraser. Suppose we have IP addressing in the form of 172, yeah, 176, okay, dot 10 dot 0 dot 0. One main thing, if you want to understand the IP addressing, the network portion, the network portion and the host portion, okay, the network portion, all bits, mean all octets values will be 1 1. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 and 8, okay, 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 and 8. The network portion all octet will be 1 1. If it be 1 1, then its value become 255, okay, 255, okay, while the host portion will be 0. Suppose we have 1 1 1 1 and 1. This first octet 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 and 8, okay, it is second octet, okay, it is class B, okay. Two portion are used for network, two octet are used for network, while two portion, I will draw it little small in size, then we will understand. Okay, 1 1 1, sorry, 0 0 0 0 0 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 and 8, okay, then dot 0 0 0 0 0 0 0 6 7 and 8. We will, to understand any IP addressing, you will do the whole network portion 1 1 and the whole host portion 0 0, okay. This will be right in the form of, if you add the subnet mask. What is subnet mask? I will explain it, okay. 255.0.0. This is the subnet mask for class B IP addressing. If we understand the class A IP addressing, okay, class A IP addressing, as we all know, we reserve 3 octets, we reserve 1 octet for networks, okay, and 3 octets for host, okay. Mean we has this portion whole 0, as we make all the host bits 0, okay, in IP addressing to differentiate between network bit and host bits, and make the network portion 1 1. It's mean 255, okay. This is first octet, this is suppose second octet, and this is third octet, fourth octet, okay. The second octet, as we know that the second octet is 0, okay. The third octet also 0, and The fourth octet also 0. So the subnet mask of class A IP addressing will be 255.0.0. If they give only the subnet mask to you, okay, in the form of this, okay, you will judge that we have only one octet in the form of 1 mean only one octet are reserved for network addressing. That's why it is class A IP addressing. If they reserve two octets for network on two octets for host mean 255 first octet dot 255 means second octet dot 0.0. It is the subnet mask for class B IP addressing. Okay. Suppose if they given uh, the subnet mask in the form of 255 dot 255 dot 255, okay, dot 0. Okay, from this you will observe that in class C IP addressing, that is one octet per network, it is second octet per network, it is third octet per network, mean there are three octets for networks. Okay, it's mean it is class C IP addressing. Any question? Are you getting me, guys?
Yeah,
Yes,
yeah,
sir.
it's very clear.
Okay, okay, okay. Thank you. Okay, these all we have already discussed. As Sharif said that how the 254 come. Okay, it is similar like that. Okay, in first class A IP addressing. Okay, the range is from 0 to 127 mean 126. Okay, they write 27 here. Okay, the range will be used from 126 26. Okay, the 127 is reserved for loop back IP addressing. Okay, it is class A. I mean class A IP addressing. The first portion or the first octet will be reserved for network, while other four octet will be reserved for host. Okay, how its value for network number? Okay, in network numbers, there it will be like that: 2 raised to power 7. Okay, it is 127. Okay, we will remove 1 from that for a loopback IP addressing, while the 2 raised to power 224 are used for your host IP addressing, and it will you become 16 million and etc. Like that. 120, the second range is from 128. These all are previous discussion as we have already studied. Okay. Okay, this is IP version 4. Okay, while IP version 6 are in the form of hexadecimal. Hexadecimal values are like that. Okay, suppose like that. Uh, we have 0 up to 9. Okay, 0 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 to 9. Okay, after that we will use A, B, C, D, E, and F. Mean 16 numbers. Okay, up to 9, 0 1 2 3 up to 9. Okay, it is 10. Okay, 11, 12, 13, 14, and 15. Okay, mean you will start from 0. It's mean we have 16 values. That's why it's called hexadecimal values, while IP version 6 are in the form of hexadecimals. Okay, mean there is a complete chapter on IP version 6 IP addressing, which may be our seventh chapter we will study the IP version 6 there, okay, with a great discussion. Okay, today we will just cover the IP version 4. But remember that the IP version 4 are written in the form of hexadecimal to understand, okay, while IP version 4 are written in the form of binary, means zeros or ones, to understand. Okay, for your understanding, we will write the IP version 6 in the form of hexadecimal, while IP version 4 in the form of binaries. Okay, the IP version for octet uh, can be separated and will be separated by dotted decimals. Mean we will put a dot between these octets. Suppose it is which one from your side will tell me about this class of IP addressing? Sharif, what is this class of IP addressing?
205, this class C.
Yeah, class C, great. Okay, its subnet mask will be.
255, 255, 255.0.
Okay, great, great. Okay. In IP version 4, okay, we separate these octet through a dot. Okay. While in IP version 6, okay, in hexadecimal notation, we will put double dot, okay, between these octet. While in IP version 4, we have 4 octet, while in IP version 6, we have 8 octet, okay. Through IP version 4, there will be 4 billion different hosts, okay, while in IP version 6, there will be 16 billion networks, okay, in IP version 6, and there is a huge number of hosts in IP version 6. If we assign the IP addressing to trees and also to birds and also to drops of water, okay, then these IP addressing will not be mean these IP addressing will be enough for that. While after some time, maybe after some time, the IP version 4 will be blocked, okay. As I said in the beginning of my class, that Sharif, only if you consider Sharif has maybe Sharif has more than 5 devices in his home or in his office. Suppose Sharif is connected to the network from his mobile, okay. Sharif is connected to the network through his laptop, and Sharif has connected to the network from his personal computer. Uh, if Sharif has a baby, he has a tablet, or maybe Sharif are using a tablet. Mean only Sharif used for IP addressing. That's why the scientists introduced the IP version 6. Okay, because day by day the number of users are increasing. That's why they introduced IP version 6. Okay, what is static IP addressing and what is dynamic IP addressing? Anyone from your side?
Static address, I think you can
Uh,
put man.
Yes,
Hello.
one from your side, explain static IP addressing and other dynamic IP addressing.
For static IP, I think you can put this manually by your hand. Okay. If
Yeah,
you need to configure IP for any host
yeah, yeah.
without, like, any other devices for dynamic like DHCP that you are talking. Dynamic address is by each dynamic host configuration protocol. It can give the addresses to devices, by automatic way. They can
Great,
gain from
great, great,
like
great. And some other guy,
just I want to add something.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Generally, dynamic IP addresses is assigned from DHCP server, automatically to the clients, and static address is assigned manually by the network administrator to some user, like a printer. Sometimes the network administrator assign the IP to the printer statically.
Great, great, great. Zahir, you explain very well. Yeah. As Sharif said that for dynamic IP addressing, okay, we used a specific protocol which are called DHCP protocol, dynamic host configuration protocols. Okay, why we use DHCP IP addressing and why we use static IP addressing. The main reason is that suppose if you have 120 host, okay, or you have 120 computers connected in a specific network, okay, or in any organization. If you want to assign them IP addressing, okay, in that case, in static case you will assign the IP addressing in the form of like that. Okay, suppose it is classy IP addressing. Okay, okay, it is our network portion. Okay, mean you will use, suppose you will use the 2. Okay, as it's reserved. Okay, you will use 2 dot, then 3, then 4, then 5, then 6. Okay, after month or a 2 month, how can you remember that that what IP addressing you have assigned to which computer? Okay, I mean it is very tough task that you will assign one by one IP addressing to any device. Okay, it is very tough task while using dynamic IP addressing. Okay, mean dynamic mean automatic IP addressing. For that you will use a protocol DHCP. Okay, in that case you will make a pool. Okay, pool, mean a pool is like that, a swimming pool. Okay, mean you will range from, suppose you will range from 10 to 130. Suppose you make 10 to 130 IP addressing, mean in that case you has 120 IP addressing. Okay, mean these 120, I mean the system will pick this IP addressing after 10. Okay, mean 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, assign one by one to each system. Okay, this mean in DHCP we will study it in our lab. Okay, that how we will create a pool for DHCP server. Okay, this pool, as you have 120 IP addressing in your pocket, mean your pool. Okay, these 120 IP addressing will be dynamically assigned. Okay, to any user, mean it is not static. Maybe suppose 11 is assigned for Zayed, okay, for this instance of time. Okay, after that Zayed has log up has system. Okay, maybe this IP address will be assigned for some other guy. Okay, I mean dynamically, automatically these IP addressing will be assigned to different user. It is very easy task. Okay, in this case you will not remember that which IP address you have assigned to a specific user. While static, as I had said, that you, if you have a printer, you assign a specific static IP address to that device in your network. Okay, as written here, that static IP addressing are, as Sharif also explained, that manually assigned to any device. If you assign the IP addressing manually to any device, or network administrator or network engineer, these are static IP addressing, as I had also explained that. And it is for a small network. Suppose if you have a huge network, okay, in that case you will use DHCP server. Okay, I mean you will assign dynamically these IP addressing. Suppose we are using Google, okay, Google server, okay. Google has his own full of IP addressing, okay. Suppose in this instant of time I am connected with Google, okay. Well, assign me the IP address for me. Maybe after some time, when I quit the session, Google assign this IP address to some other guy, okay. That's why the IP address will be fluctuating between different users. Okay. And as I said, already said that it required, okay, such a careful assignment of IP addressing, okay. And also, suppose if you assign a static IP addressing, the major drawbacks of that assignment is that maybe you assign a duplicate IP addressing and you didn't remember. Suppose you assign an IP address today, okay, and you have a weekend, okay. You mean you have 2 days off, Saturday and Sunday. On Monday you will again join your network, and assign the IP address, and you didn't remember that which IP address you have assigned to that system. Maybe in static case you will assign that IP address to another device, okay. I mean you will do the duplication, okay. This is the main drawback of static IP addressing. While in dynamic IP addressing there are no duplication of IP addressing, okay. In dynamic IP addressing, as we said, that protocol like boot and DCP, okay, mean they will assign the IP addressing dynamically to any users, okay. How to determine an IP address? As I said that in the beginning of the class, that how you will use or how you will classify these IP addressing. These are the previous and IP config. Okay, it is a specific term. These all terms we will study in our lab class, and how you will assign the IP addressing to any device, and what will be the subnet of that device, and what is default gateway. These all we will discuss in our next inshallah lab class. We will arrange our lab class very soon. That's these are terms which are almost we will cover these IP config, like release, okay, like renew, like all, okay. These are, as I study the Huawei slides, okay, I will share the Huawei slide also with you. But the Huawei the slide which are provided by Huawei to us are not well explained. I will share that slide with you, okay. Their slide are mixed, okay. That's why I choose this slide to give you a lecture, okay. I will share that slide, specific Huawei slide, but there are very ambiguous explanation there in Huawei slide. There are not proper explained in our academy and in our session. We didn't follow that slide specific for IP addressing, because they did not explain very well. And next we will study the classless interdomain IP addressing. Okay, these are classful IP addressing. Okay, and next we will study the classless IP addressing. What I will a little will explain here. What is the difference between classful IP addressing and classless IP addressing? Um, if someone from your side wants to add any mean something in classful IP addressing and classless IP addressing, Sharif or Zayed or Abu Ahmad, would you like to add something in classful and classless IP addressing? Abu Ahmad. Abu Ahmad. Abu.
I
Yeah,
think it's
yeah. So you want to explain about the difference between classless and classful?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yes, classless means supporting subnet masks or subnetting.
Okay.
Yeah, and classful means default subnet masks like 10.1.1.10.1.1/8.
Yeah, yeah,
This classful.
yeah,
10.1.1/24 or 116. This called
yeah,
classless.
yeah, 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 yeah. You said well. Okay. In classful IP addressing, okay, suppose if you assign a network, okay, to suppose if it is uh, in the form of 192.168, okay, uh, let's we will use another class, okay. Suppose we have 10 dot 10 dot 2 dot 1, okay. Suppose if you use this type of IP addressing, okay, in classful IP addressing, mean this network, okay, this network will be used only for a specific organization, okay. Suppose if you use this class of IP addressing, okay, and there are only suppose 100, mean 100 systems, okay, as in class A IP, mean anyone wants to use this type of IP class class addressing, okay. If you suppose if Zaid use this IP addressing, okay, and he have only um, 100 users, okay, and the capacity of for class A IP addressing has 60 millions, okay, mean you have only 100 user, okay, mean in 100 user, okay, you in that case, suppose you have 255 host, okay, in first octet, okay, and you will use only 100 host, okay. In that case you are wasting 155 nodes, okay, in classful IP addressing, that this network you can't assign to another one, okay. That's why in classful IP addressing the major portion of IP addressing are wasting. That's why they introduce another IP addressing which are called classless IP addressing. Classless IP addressing are also called CIDR. Classless inter domain routing, CIDR, okay. These will be written in the form of uh, slash, okay, which may be slash 23, which may be slash 22, which may be slash 16, which may be slash mm, 17, okay. In that case you will use this network for a different host, okay, mean your IP addressing will not be wasting in classless interdomain. To compensate, okay, this IP addressing, okay, mean if you want to reserve or if you want to prevent the IP addressing from wasting, okay, in that case you will use the classless IP addressing, okay, mean if you assign any network and where you use 100, okay, and there are 255 hosts, suppose you have 255 hosts in your pockets, okay, and you need 100, okay, and classful IP addressing 155 will be wasting, okay, mean you can't assign these 155 to any other network. If you use slash CIDR classless interdomain classless inter daemon domain armin routing. Okay, if you use CIDR, you will use this 125 IP addressing for other users. Okay, mean your IP addressing will not be wasting. Any question? I think enough for today. In next class we will study the CIDR. Okay, how then I will solve question one by one from your side. Okay, I will give one question to you. Okay, then you will identify me the first host address and the last host address, and what will be the broadcast address, and what will be the subnet mask. Okay, I will give a random question. First I will explain the CIDR classless inter-domain routing. Okay, then I will give some question, and I will allow you. Okay, you will solve this question online on my screen. Okay, Sharif and Abu Ahmed.
Okay, thank you. Thank
Okay,
you.
thank you, thank you,
Okay, thank you. Thanks. Thank you so much.
thank you, thank you.